And everyone knows blondes are nicer anyway. I really love romance, and I love it as an audience member, and I love it in my real life, and I just really believe.
I want to start with an apology. Man, reading the second part of your message, my heart sank.
I met a few times through Ryan on that film.
Got it.
And thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're diving deep into one of the most explosive celebrity legal battles of the year. Imagine a high-stakes courtroom drama where beloved stars Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, and yes, you heard that right, Ryan Reynolds are all caught up in a swirling controversy. What started as a creative clash over the film adaptation of It Ends With Us has spiraled into a full-blown legal war, replete with lawsuits, shocking allegations of evidence tampering, and even hints of turmoil in what many believed was an unshakable marriage. In this video, we're unpacking every twist and turn of this dramatic dispute. The narrative is as tangled as it is riveting, from initial artistic disagreements to a courtroom showdown that has left fans and insiders alike in utter disbelief. And the bombshell? Ryan Reynolds' recent testimony seems to directly contradict Blake Lively's claims, raising eyebrows and fueling speculations about a possible rift in their once rock-solid union. Stay tuned as we break down all the details behind this unexpected legal battle, the high stakes behind the film adaptation, and the potential fallout for one of Hollywood's most admired couples. You won't want to miss a minute of this wild ride through celebrity drama and courtroom intrigue. The sparks first flew when the project entered the development phase, pitting two distinct creative visions against each other. On one side was Blake Lively, who envisioned the adaptation as a modern, witty reimagining of the classic story, one that would incorporate high-fashion aesthetics and a lighthearted, comedic tone to draw in a new generation of viewers. Known for her bold approach to storytelling, Lively was determined to break the mold and deliver an experience that was as visually stunning as it was entertaining. On the other side stood Justin Baldoni, a filmmaker with a deep reverence for the source material. Baldoni was adamant about preserving the profound emotional themes that made the original novel so beloved. He believed that the heart of It Ends With Us lay in its raw, poignant narrative, a narrative that risked being diluted if humor and flashy visuals took center stage. As the creative discussions unfolded, it became clear that the clash wasn't merely about differing tastes, but about fundamentally divergent approaches to storytelling. As tensions escalated behind the scenes, Lively grew increasingly vocal about her frustrations. She accused Baldoni of dismissing her innovative ideas, arguing that he was deliberately steering the project away from the fresh, modern spin she had championed. According to insiders, she felt that her vision, one that emphasized style and humor, was being sacrificed in favor of a more traditional, somber rendition of the story. This creative impasse set the stage for what would soon evolve into a full-blown conflict, marking the inception of a dispute that would ripple far beyond the confines of the set. The battle over It Ends With Us wasn't just a matter of artistic differences, it was a clash of philosophies. On one side, you had a push for reinvention and visual flair, and on the other, a steadfast commitment to emotional authenticity. This rift would eventually sow the seeds for an even larger controversy, drawing in high-profile figures and setting the tone for a drama that continues to capture the public's attention. The legal drama escalated dramatically when Blake Lively took the bold step of filing a lawsuit against Justin Baldoni. Lively accused Baldoni of ignoring her creative concerns and misrepresenting the project from the very beginning. This legal move wasn't just about personal grievances. It was about protecting her artistic vision. With her reputation for integrity and a track record of standing up for what she believes in, fans and industry insiders initially rallied behind her, convinced that her side of the story would prevail. However, Baldoni was quick to fight back. Refusing to let these allegations slide, he countersued with a defamation claim, arguing that Lively's accusations were not only misleading, but also a gross exaggeration of the actual events. His countersuit painted a very different picture, suggesting that Lively's narrative was skewed by personal biases and that her public statements were designed to tarnish his professional image. This back-and-forth legal battle added an intense layer of complexity to an already tangled situation. The plot took a staggering turn when Baldoni introduced what he called irrefutable records. According to him, a series of emails, text messages, and meeting minutes submitted by Lively as evidence did not match up with the official production records. This revelation sent shockwaves through the media and among the fans, as it hinted at a deeper, more calculated manipulation of the facts. Digital forensic experts were brought in to analyze the contentious documents, and their findings only fueled the fire. Metadata inconsistencies emerged, raising serious questions about whether some of the communications had been altered or even fabricated. This bombshell evidence not only intensified the legal battle, but also left the public and industry watchers wondering about the true nature of the dispute. With both sides now armed with compelling and conflicting evidence, the courtroom drama has reached a fever pitch, promising more twists and turns as the case unfolds. Stay with us as we continue to peel back the layers of this high-stakes celebrity feud. In a twist that no one saw coming, Ryan Reynolds, who had managed to remain largely on the sidelines of this heated dispute, was suddenly pulled into the fray. Despite his well-known reputation for staying out of legal controversies, Reynolds was unexpectedly subpoenaed to testify. The reason? He had been a guest at several private script meetings, all at Blake Lively's invitation, and as it turns out, he had an insider's perspective on some of the most critical conversations that took place behind closed doors. Reynolds' involvement has rapidly evolved into a pivotal moment for the case. His first-hand account of these confidential meetings has not only introduced fresh, potentially game-changing evidence, but also challenged the narratives that both sides had painstakingly constructed. According to reports, his testimony provided an alternative view of the discussions, one that could undermine some of the key points previously made by Lively. This unexpected development has added a new layer of intrigue and complexity, with many wondering just how his revelations will reach. What makes this twist even more compelling is the contrast it presents to Reynolds' public persona. Known for his wit, charm, and a penchant for humor, Reynolds has rarely been associated with the kind of high-stakes legal drama that now surrounds the case. His step into the courtroom spotlight not only deepens the controversy, but also forces us to reconsider the intricate dynamics at play between the major figures involved. As his testimony continues to unravel a tangled web of disputed accounts and conflicting evidence, all eyes remain on him, waiting to see if his revelations will be the turning point that shifts the balance in this explosive celebrity saga. In a moment that left both Hollywood insiders and fans in utter disbelief, Ryan Reynolds took the stand to deliver testimony that could reshape the narrative of this explosive dispute. Known for his charismatic screen presence, Reynolds revealed a side of him that few expected, a candid, deeply conflicted individual driven by a commitment to the truth, even as he navigated the murky waters of celebrity legal drama. Reynolds made it clear right from the beginning that he held no official role in the production of It Ends With Us. Instead, he was invited by Blake Lively to lend his insights specifically on the film's comedic aspects. This distinction is crucial. While his presence at the private script meetings had given him an insider's perspective, his involvement was limited to providing creative input on humor, an area where his natural wit and expertise shine. What truly sent shockwaves through the courtroom was how Reynolds' testimony directly contradicted Blake Lively's narrative. He recalled that Lively was not only enthusiastic about the idea of integrating comedic elements, but was also actively engaged in brainstorming innovative ways to infuse humor into the script. According to Reynolds, there was no instance where he witnessed Justin Baldoni dismiss or belittle Lively's input, a claim that runs counter to the accusations laid out in her lawsuit. Adding another layer of intrigue, he revealed that some of the emails and messages Lively had presented as evidence didn't even match his own inbox records. This discrepancy hints at the possibility of manipulation, raising more questions than answers about the integrity of the documentation. Despite the groundbreaking nature of his revelations, Reynolds didn't shy away from expressing his own moral dilemma. He admitted feeling conflicted about testifying in a case that was tearing apart the professional relationships he once respected. Yet, his unwavering emphasis on the importance of truth resonated powerfully, suggesting that, despite the personal cost, he was compelled to set the record straight. As his testimony continues to ripple through the legal proceedings, the stakes have never been higher, leaving everyone to wonder what further secrets might be unearthed as the case unfolds. As Ryan Reynolds' testimony reached a crescendo, tensions in the courtroom skyrocketed. Immediately, Blake Lively's legal team sprang into action, objecting to Reynolds' account on the grounds that his statements were speculative. They argued that without concrete evidence, his recollections and interpretations of the events could not be taken at face value. However, in a surprising turn of events, the judge ruled in favor of allowing Reynolds to continue. This decision set the stage for what would become one of the most talked about moments in the case. The impact of his testimony rippled through the courtroom like a shockwave. Questions began to swirl. Had Reynolds, by revealing these intimate details, betrayed his wife? Or was he, in fact, peeling back the layers of a much deeper truth about manipulated evidence? These questions not only rattled the courtroom, but also ignited a firestorm of debate among industry insiders and fans alike. The gravity of his revelations suggested that the dispute might extend far beyond a simple clash of creative visions. Amid the unfolding drama, the visual cues in the courtroom spoke volumes. Blake Lively was seen visibly shaken by Reynolds' revelations. In a moment that captured the attention of everyone present, she avoided eye contact with Reynolds, a subtle yet powerful signal of her inner turmoil and possibly a reaction to feeling exposed. This silent exchange only added to the overall intensity of the proceedings, leaving observers to wonder about the personal and professional ramifications of this high-profile testimony. With emotions running high and the stakes escalating, the courtroom atmosphere turned palpably tense. Every word from Reynolds seemed to amplify the sense of impending fallout, setting off a cascade of speculation about loyalty, truth, and the potential manipulation of evidence. As the legal battle continues to unfold, one thing is clear: this case has taken on dimensions that extend far beyond the screen, hinting at conflicts that are as deeply personal as they are professionally explosive. As the courtroom drama unfolded, the Hollywood gossip circuit exploded with speculation, and social media platforms lit up with debates. Headlines and trending topics questioned whether this public legal battle signaled a deep-seated rift in the seemingly unbreakable bond between Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Fans and industry insiders alike were abuzz with theories. Was this the beginning of a split in one of Hollywood's most admired power couples? Every snippet of news was analyzed, with supporters and critics speculating on the potential personal fallout amid the swirling controversy. In the midst of the media frenzy, Justin Baldoni offered a surprising twist. Expressing a sense of relief, he stated that Reynolds' testimony lent strong support to his view. The decision to introduce comedic elements into It Ends With Us was the result of a collaborative creative process, not an imposition on the film's narrative. Baldoni's comments seemed to validate his original stance, stirring further debate about the dynamics behind the film's development and challenging the narrative that had been pushed by Lively's legal team. Adding another layer to the drama, speculation began to center on Disney's potential influence. Given that Ryan Reynolds is heavily involved in major projects with Disney, questions arose about whether his testimony might have been swayed by business considerations rather than pure personal conviction. Could commercial interests have played a subtle role in shaping his courtroom revelations? This theory added a complex dimension to the public discussion, intertwining professional alliances with personal loyalties in a way that only deepened the intrigue. With every new revelation and every media outlet weighing in, the saga continues to captivate the public. The mix of personal drama, professional rivalry, and potential corporate influence ensures that this story remains a hot topic, promising even more twists as the fallout from this explosive legal battle unfolds. Looking ahead, the battle is far from over. Blake Lively's legal team is gearing up to present a fresh batch of communications that they claim could dramatically reframe Ryan Reynolds' testimony. These additional documents are expected to shed new light on the conversations that took place behind closed doors, potentially challenging the inconsistencies highlighted by Reynolds. With this new evidence, the legal narrative could take an entirely different turn, forcing the court to re-examine the foundation of the claims made so far. As the case unfolds, the court finds itself at a crossroads, having to carefully weigh two critical questions. Did Lively intentionally manipulate the evidence to suit her narrative, or are we simply witnessing a clash of perspectives, where different recollections of the same events lead to starkly contrasting interpretations? This pivotal inquiry will not only determine the direction of the lawsuit, but also set a precedent for how similar disputes might be handled in the future. The implications of these questions extend beyond mere legal technicalities. They strike at the heart of artistic integrity and the personal reputations of those involved. Moreover, the stakes of this lawsuit extend far beyond the courtroom. The outcome is poised to have a profound impact on the relationship between Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, potentially altering the public's perception of one of Hollywood's most admired couples. Additionally, the reputations of both parties, along with the future of the film adaptation of It Ends With Us, hang in the balance. Whether this legal drama results in a vindication of artistic vision or a tarnishing of personal and professional bonds, one thing is clear: the fallout from this case could ripple through Hollywood, affecting careers, relationships, and the fate of a much-anticipated project. Stay tuned as we continue to follow every twist and turn in this unfolding saga. What began as a simple film adaptation dispute has now morphed into one of Hollywood's most gripping legal sagas. The creative conflict over It Ends With Us has escalated into a multi-layered courtroom drama, where personal relationships and professional reputations hang in the balance. In this high-stakes battle, every new piece of evidence and every dramatic twist only deepens the intrigue, drawing us further into a story that's as complex as it is compelling. The once-united golden couple, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, now find themselves on starkly opposing sides. Their previously celebrated partnership, a symbol of modern Hollywood romance, is now marred by a public showdown filled with conflicting testimonies and allegations that cut deeply into both their personal lives and professional endeavors. As the courtroom drama unfolds, the lines between creative disagreements and personal betrayals blur, leaving us to wonder how much of this conflict is truly about art and how much is about the underlying tensions within their relationship. At the heart of the matter lies the burning question: did Ryan Reynolds' explosive testimony deliver a fatal blow to Lively's case, or is it merely another twist in a saga that continues to evolve? With each new revelation, we are forced to confront the possibility that this legal battle might not only reshape the future of the film, but also signal a dramatic shift in the dynamics of one of Hollywood's most beloved couples. As the court weighs in on whether these discrepancies are a result of manipulated evidence or simply different perspectives colliding, the outcome remains as uncertain as it is pivotal. As we await further developments in this unfolding drama, one thing is certain: this case will have far-reaching implications, not just for the individuals involved, but for the broader landscape of creative collaboration and celebrity culture in Hollywood. What do you think? Has Reynolds' testimony turned the tide against Lively, or is there still more to this multifaceted battle? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates on this high-stakes saga.